So, morning once again to my channel, and this is trial number 2, or the follow-up of trial number 1 of the trace element analysis chemical sample preparation. As you can see that I have already prepared, I've shown you the preparation method of the hotbed of sand that needs to be placed in the pan. If you are a domestic independent research scholar or a scientist, technically called a gentleman scientist or lady scientist. Now I would like to show you what I'm going to document right now. As you can see, it's very important to note down your date and the time and the day of your documentation. Shows how perfect you are in your recording methods. Give me a second. The document. Samples were purchased. Okay. The samples were purchased on the 29th 11/19 at around 7 a.m. Friday morning. Stored the samples around 8:32 to the refrigerator. Okay, so it took hardly 10 minutes of packing. So this is my, always keep a calendar note of everything that you do, makes it more easier for you. So now we're going to observe the sample. This is you have a big tray by any chance?
Yes.
Give me the tray. Okay. Samples. So, as you can see, I have removed the samples from the refrigerator, and this is the sample. The sample looks, yeah. The sample looks, and this is a tray for the samples. Doesn't get contaminated. Cannot avoid contamination. Contamination is just another word for saying that things are mixing around with each other in an appropriate way. Because we who have to control on our intake of food, what type of food that we eat. Okay, so you can see there's some kind of a greenish liquid forming. Okay, greenish liquid formed on the spinach. Note it down. Greenish ooze from the spinach sample. Spinach sample. And you can see the coriander sample still looks fresh in the light. Okay, the mint sample also looks very fresh. The curry leaves look a little bit dry, but that's okay, because ultimately we're going to dry these samples in the sun, natural light rather than artificial light. The garden greens or totokura also looks the same, with the greenish ooze. Sample. Observations are taking place from the record started at 11:56 a.m. Monday morning, around 9/12/2019, and the observation has taken place around 12:01 p.m. IST, Indian Standard Time. Samples look great. They are still fresh, doesn't matter. Spinach also looks fresh. Spinach sample number 2 looks good. Tempura also has liquid in it. That doesn't matter. It's colorless liquid. Curry leaves look a little dry. Moistured, demoistured, or dehydrolyzed. This particular bag of spinach, you can clearly see it looks okay to me. The reason I had to store these samples were I want to observe the formation of gas in it. Doesn't look that great, but still retains its freshness. Okay, so samples have to be dried at the earliest. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to refrigerate everything else except the spinach samples. Okay, or what we can do is we can use the mint as a test. Let's use the mint as a test sample. Let's calibrate the process. So okay, I have decided to use the mint as a test sample, and I will put back the spinach in, start my test. Okay, the samples are stored between minus 19 degrees Celsius to about 3 degrees Celsius. Stored from negative 19 degrees Celsius to 3 degrees Celsius. And the lapse of days is 1, 2 from the date of storage. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Total 11 days, and the mint has been taken out. This has to go back. Mint M1 and 2 are used as test samples for the domestic digestion method. So once I dry these samples out in the sun, I will get back to you, and let's see how it goes from there, because some will go into a bowl of water where it will soak overnight or whole day from whichever time that I place it till the next day around, and then a pH test will be conducted. An acid pH or alkaline or acidity of the solution will be conducted, and then that water will be electrolyzed, and then we will check the electrolytic solution, acidity or alkalinity level as a basic test. Okay, we will also add some drops of lime to see if it turns milky white. Okay, to check the presence of carbon dioxide also present in it. Okay, so thank you very much for listening to this short documentary video. There will be many videos like that coming up, but this is very important to note. Keep in mind, always keep a record and a pen, whatever work that you do. Thank you.